I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you an application question on functions. Question number 18. The temperature below the Earth's surface is a function of depth and can be defined by temperature as a function of distance, d, equals to 11 plus 0.015 d. Determine inverse of this function and determine its domain and range. Assume maximum depth of 5,000 meters. Now, the function given to us is temperature as a function of depth is equal to 11 plus 0.015 d. Well, here the units are degree centigrade for temperature. This is in degree centigrade and d is in meters. Okay. Now, to find inverse of this function, what we can do is we can write this first as y equals to replace by independent variable x and y for d and t, right? So we'll do y equals to 11 plus 0.015x. Now we'll interchange x and y. Remember, y is t and x is d, okay? So when we interchange, we get x plus 0.015y, and now we can solve for y. X minus 11 equals to 0.015y, or x minus 11 divided by 0.015 is equal to y. Now, since y is t, right, and x is d for us, when we change this, what we get here is that the distance as a function of time, right? So we could write this as distance as a function of time, that is y, equals to x is t for us, right? So it is t minus 11 over 0.015. So that is the inverse function for the given situation. So what we will do here is we'll find domain and range of function. So first is, let's consider the function itself. Now for this function, depth is given to us to be maximum 5,000 meters, right? So the domain is d belongs to real numbers, where d is greater than equal to 0 and is less than equals to 5,000, right? To find the range, we can substitute 5,000 here, calculate the value of t, right? So what is, or for both, right? So if I write t of 0, what I get? I get 11, right? It is 11. And if I want to calculate temperature for 5,000, I get 11 plus 0.015 times 5,000. So let's use calculator to calculate this out. We have 11 plus 0.015 times 5,000, which is 86. So this is equals to 86. So we are assuming temperatures to be in degrees centigrade and depth d is in meters, okay? So now we can find the range as temperature belongs to real numbers, where temperature is between 11 to 86, right? So t is greater than equal to 11 and is less than equals to 86. So that becomes domain range of the function. Now let's find domain range of the inverse function. Which is d of t, right? d of t. Now, as you know, domain and range will flip. So the range becomes domain in this case, correct? So we can say now that the domain is t, right? So domain is t belongs to real numbers, where the temperatures become between 11 and 86, correct? Does it make sense to you? Right? That is the domain. And the range will be which was the domain for us. Is that okay? Belongs to real numbers where the distance is between 0 to 5000. Correct? So that is the range d, right? Distance. I should write d distance. That is the output, right? D of t it is. So as far as the domain is concerned, it is the function t, right? That is the domain, the value which temperature can take. And for the inverse function, the value which the distance or depth can take from the surface of the earth becomes the range in this particular case, correct? I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope you understand and appreciate how to find inverse of application questions like this. You can always share and subscribe to my videos. Feel free to post questions. Thank you and all the best.